Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. I hope you always be happy. And happily, today I will give you some lesson about simple present continuous. Okay, are you curious? If you're curious, we will continue to the next slide.
Back to grammar with me, Bagas Dwi Pramudia. Okay, simple present tense. What is simple present tense and how do we call simple present and how and when we use this simple present? First, to refer to habits or to things which happen repeatedly. It means when you do something repeatedly, like you always brush your teeth every morning, you always do something repetition. The second, to revert to permanent situations. What is that? It means like when someone have a disease that they can walk anymore, they diagnose that the doctor diagnosed them, they can walk anymore. The third, to talk about a general statements of truth. It means when you talk about a fact, it means they use a simple present tense. Okay. Before we continue, I'll tell you about the table of content. The present tense, there are three forms. The first form is affirmative, negative, and interrogative. The first, affirmative. The form is subject plus verb s and es plus o. Okay. Affirmative. I'll get you remember about the form. Verb plus s plus verb s or es plus object. Subject plus verb s or es plus object. Okay. Remember subject. He is the subject. He or she or it means the subject. The verb is play. How we use s and es? S and es. When the subject is he, she, it, you have to use the s word. When you use I, you, we, they, or the subject is I, you, we, they, you don't have to use s word. Okay? An example. You play football every day. You means no need s or es verbs. But Puji is she, or it means women. That means you have to use as verbs. Puji plays doll every night. That's the affirmative form. The second form is negative. In affirmative, we see the word with the verb with s or es additions. But in negative, the verb, you don't need an verb s or es in the verb. You just have to add does not or do not. Like the subject. Okay, I remember you first. The form is subject plus verb. I'm sorry, subject plus does or done, plus verb plus object. Subject plus does or done plus verb plus object. Okay? First, if the subject is he, she, it, you just have to add does not. If the subject is I, you, we, they, you just have to add do not. For example, you do not play football every day. Emma doesn't play dog. Okay, the next. In interrogative, it means a questions. You ask someone, you interrogate someone. Like the form is does or do, does or do, does or do, does or do plus subject plus verb plus object. Does he, she, it play? For example, do you play Ed Sheeran music? Do you play Ed Sheeran music? Do you play Ed Sheeran music? Do you? In this word, in this sentence, use you. So it has to be do, not does. So it means in the next example, use Emma, it means she, so you have to use does. Does Emma play doll every night? Does Emma play doll every night? That's the form. Okay, next, short form. What is short form? It means when you use does not, you can change it to doesn't, or do not, you can change it into don't. Okay, that's a simple things, but it's very important. Next, how to make he, she, it form. Like the word verb s or es word, like takes. Do you have to add with only s or with es? Takes without s plus s, it already have an e word or a vowel word. For example, play. Do you have to add it with s or only es? Means plays. Okay.
Yes. Okay. The next material is about the verbs ending. Do you know how to use the verbs ending in simple present tense? Some people ask me questions about how to use the verbs ending. If some word like take, do we have to add an es word or only s word? Or sometimes like the verb read, do we have to add some es verbs or just s? Some people are confused about it. So, how to use the verbs ending as and es, like take? We only have to use es because it is a vowel. You have to know about the differences in verb ending for the vowel ending and consonant ending. So, keep watching the videos.
verbs ending. It is continue about the verbs ending. First, if the ending of the verb is using o, s, x, sh, or ch, you have to add with es. For example, teach. The ending is ch, so you have to add the word with es. Okay, the next verb ending. The word with the ending vowel plus y. Vowel plus y. The word with the vowel you have to add with s. S word. Okay, continue. Like the word with consonant and y into I and takes plus es. For example, study, y, so it means studies. The y word change into I. Okay, noted. Adverbs of frequency like usually, sometimes, almost, never are used to express how often things happen. They come before the verb. For example, I usually go to school by bus. Another example like I. The other example is Benny sometimes go to mall with her friends. And after the verb to be, for example, she is often with her friends at weekends. So it means subject plus to be plus to be plus the adverb plus object for the after the verb to be. Okay, next is the quiz. For the quiz, we will discuss about the quiz. First, Andy blah blah blah, football in the yard every day. So because it is Andy, like he, it used to be place with the S word. The doves means many doves. Many doves always blah 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 in the sky, so don't need to add the s or es verb because it likes they. And the next is the princess is beautiful. The princess is beautiful. The verb to be Mary and Andy. Mary and Andy, two people, it means like they. So you have to use are. Okay, that's the quizzes. The end. Thank you very much.
Okay everyone, thanks for watching my videos. I hope you're happy. Oh no, I hope you always be happy and always have good conditions, and hope this lesson will give you some benefits. So if you have questions about some quiz on the PPT, I hope you can comment on the sections below. Okay, thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.